The 5-5-5 postpartum rule tells you where to be after giving birth, but without telling you how to support your body while you are there. In case you've never heard of it, the idea of the 5-5-5 postpartum rule is simple. After giving birth, it is recommended that you spend the first 5 days in the bed, the next 5 days on the bed, and the following 5 days around the bed. The whole purpose of that is for you to slow down, protect your healing, and prioritize rest. But I have to say that rest does not have to fight with gentle movement. In this video today, we are going to focus on phase 1, which is the first 5 days in the bed, with gentle movements that are actually going to help to support your breathing, to support your circulation, to support your nervous system, so that you can shift out of stress mode and into deeper rest. And for maternal organizations and birth support programs, the first phase of the 5-5-5 postpartum rule, which is the first 5 days in the bed, it is all about teaching moms about gentle recovery methods before anybody can start talking about returning to exercise. So let's start with the first 5 days in the bed. So imagine this is your day 1. You have given birth. Congratulations. This is your first 5 days of giving birth. So the whole goal is for you to be resting in the bed, like meaning in the bed you are spending the majority of your time in the bed, except that when you need to use the restroom and all of that. Ideally, people should be bringing the baby to you. It's time to bond with the baby and so forth. So as soon as you give birth, the number one and first thing that you should be doing is diaphragmatic breathing, which you can do in your bed during your first 5 days in the bed. So I am going to show you different exercises that you can do during the first 5 days. You can pick and choose what you want, but if there's ever something you don't have the time, or you can just do one thing, diaphragmatic breathing is the one that I want you to focus on. So this is what we are starting with first. So with diaphragmatic breathing, you are going to inhale to the nose. As you inhale to the nose, you are going to send the air. So you're gonna fill up the belly with air, but also I want you to think about expanding the rib cage, front, sides, and back, 360 degrees. So you inhale to the nose, expand, and then exhale to the mouth through pursed lips. And on the exhale, your navel will draw in. So you're not sucking in the belly. All this is done with the breath, okay? So let's do a few breaths together. That's your number one exercise to come back to right after giving birth. Like, you can do that the moment you push out the baby. As you're cuddling with the baby, come to diaphragmatic breathing. So inhale to the nose and exhale to the mouth to pursed lips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The goal is to inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing. So doing this exercise as I'm talking, keep breathing as I am talking. This is a great way to bring your body to a rest and digest state. This is a good way to help the parasympathetic system to be activated. This is a good way to calm your nervous system down, and this is how you go into deeper rest, deeper recovery. Give me 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. So next up, and all of these things, you are doing them in the bed. So at time that you are awake, just take 30 seconds, take a minute, and just do diaphragmatic breathing. The next thing that you can do, it'll still be diaphragmatic breathing, but you do it on your side. Feel free to add extra pillows for support if needed. You can place a pillow in between your knees because you've just given birth. So some areas might be sensitive, whether you had a C-section or a vaginal birth. So please feel free to use as many pillows as possible to support you, okay? So we are going to do diaphragmatic breathing, but on your side, okay? So it's the same thing, but it's on your side. See, all in the bed while protecting your rest. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You don't need to place your hands here. Keep breathing as I am talking. You can place your hands here for feedback, but that's not necessary. You can just completely rest your hands on pillows if needed. So inhale and exhale. And use as many pillows as you need to support you. Inhale and exhale. Give me 2 more breaths on this side. Inhale and exhale. Give me 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. And now you are going to switch and do the other side. To avoid giving you my back, I am going to go on that side, but the process is exactly the same. Use as many pillows as you need to support you, but you are going to be on your side. On your bed, you can just flip over. I just didn't want to give you my back. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And this is something that you can do when you are cuddling with your baby. And you can even do that if you are nursing. Like if you are nursing the baby inside lying like this, which is a great way. Keep breathing as I am talking, which is a great way for you to rest and recover while nursing the baby. So this is one option that you can practice your breathing while nursing your baby or bonding with your baby or holding your baby. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Give me 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. So next thing we are going to do, still all in your bed, while you are lying down on your back, feel free to use as many pillows as you need for support or not. So you're just going to lie down on your back. So with your feet, you are going to point your feet. Look at my feet. Point and flex. Point and flex. And point and flex. Keep going. And the reason why we are doing that, because in pregnancy, the body holds on to a lot of fluid, just in general. So post-pregnancy, we may have a lot of fluid that goes to our legs and different parts of the body. So this is a great way to improve the circulation and get the fluids back up. And also if you've had IV as well, which if you had a hospital birth, most people often get just IV fluid in general. So that's like additional fluid that might be laying around. So as you are laying in bed and resting, maybe you're doing skin to skin with your baby. Imagine you're doing skin to skin with your baby. You know, you just given birth. Those feet, point and flex. Very simple, very gentle. You are resting and yet you are supporting your recovery through gentle movement. Give me 2 more. Point and flex. Give me 1 more. Point and flex. And rest. So next up, we are going to roll out the wrist, like just your wrist. You can come to any position. You can have your hands up like this, or you can just have them on the bed, whatever feels the most comfortable for you to roll them out. I don't know if you can see my wrist from here, but I would just bring them up. But you don't need to bring them up. You can literally keep your hands out here. So you're just rotating your wrist one way. Just keep going one way. We will eventually go the other way. So very gentle movement in the body. Your first 5 days is really about maximizing your rest, being in bed as much as possible. Other way around, roll your wrist the other way around. And again, And if you are preparing for birth right now, it's all about planning all these things ahead of time. Having a village around you so that after you giving birth, you're not the one doing all the cooking and all of that, because it is your time to recover. And 3, 2, and 1, and release. Now we're going to go back to the feet again, but this time we're going to roll out the ankles. So not pointing and flex, we're gonna roll out the ankles. First, you're gonna roll them out one way, like we can roll them out outward first, and then we're gonna roll inward. But now we're just rolling them out outward. Just roll out the ankles. Whole purpose of this, improve circulation. Those fluids that might be in the legs, let's get them moving. So yes, it's often easier to have a plan towards the end of your pregnancy of what postpartum can look like, what your support will look like, what your village will look like, and so forth. Other way around with the ankles. Roll those ankles around. And for some, it might be batch cooking ahead of time before giving birth and just freezing a lot of meals, so that as you are recovering, that you can just use those frozen meals that you have to eat so that you are not in the kitchen cooking. Because this is time to rest. Or just having friends and family doing a meal train for you. And release. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do, still in the bed, you are going to bring your hands to the ceiling. You can have your fingers like pointing to the ceiling, or you can make a fist. It doesn't really matter. What you are going to do, you are going to open up your arms on the bed like the letter T, and then you are going to close it. Open it up like the letter T and close it. The thing is, with pregnancy, there's a lot of tightness in the body as a whole, and then with navigating a newborn, you might be rounding over a whole lot and so forth. So this is a very gentle movement to really help to open up the chest while you are still very supported. So if you just woke up from a nap, you woke up from sleep, maybe that's just a gentle way to support your body. Just open up and close it back. Open up and close it back. Give me one more. Open up and close it back. Very gentle in the bed. So next up, we are going to do very gentle pelvic floor activation. You are not going to see any movement. This is the first 5 days of giving birth. So if you've had a vaginal birth, chances are things might feel very tender in the area. Same thing with a C-section. If you just had a C-section, you are very tender around here. So with the pelvic floor activation, I just want you to breathe in, inhale to the nose. As you inhale, I want you to think about completely relaxing the pelvic floor. I want you to think of your pelvic floor like the shape of a diamond. Like the front would be where you would want to stop the flow of pee. The back would be where you want to stop the flow of gas. The left and the right. So if you just kind of feel like right here underneath your bumps, like especially when you're sitting down, there's those two bony structures like your sit bones. So these are like the left and the right side of the pelvic floor. So on the inhale, I want you to think about completely relaxing the pelvic floor. Just let it lower, very gentle, because like I said, if you're just giving birth, all this area might feel a little too tender. On the exhale, let it recoil back. Inhale, let it lower. Exhale, let it recoil back. Give me two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do, you're going to turn on your side, grab as many pillows as you need for support. Get as many pillows as you need to get comfortable. So you can have the leg at the bottom bent if that's easier for you. So the top leg, you're gonna straighten it, and you can get even more pillows in between if that's more supportive for you. I want you to think about flexing the foot. So you flex, let's say flex, think about toes towards the knee, and those glutes, I just want you to think about squeezing the glutes. You're not moving anything. I just want you to think, squeeze those glutes. So squeeze and let go. It's a very gentle movement. You're just squeezing the glutes. Squeeze and let it go. Squeeze, let it go. Squeeze, let it go. Squeeze, let it go. Give me one more. Squeeze and let it go. We are going to do the same thing on the other side, so you can just flip over on your bed. I will just go to the other side just so I am not giving you my back. Get as many pillows as you need so that you can feel comfortable in the bed. You can have the bottom knee bent and the top leg is straight. Flex the foot so that's toes towards the knee. Flex. So you're gonna squeeze the glutes. Let it go. You're just squeezing it. Squeeze. Let it go. Squeeze the glutes. Let it go. Very gentle movement while you're lying down. It's very gentle. It's even hard to see. Squeeze. Let it go. Squeeze. Let it go. Give me one more. Squeeze and let it go. Awesome. And that is it for the first 5 days of postpartum. And again, you do not have to do all these different exercises all at once. Like I said, if you are going to choose just one exercise, I want you to focus on diaphragmatic breathing, because that type of breathing, you can do that anywhere. Like you can do that while you're laying down, while you're bonding with your baby at any given time. This is a great way to start to wake up your core again, because with pregnancy, your core underwent through a whole lot of stuff. And then it's a good way to help to calm your nervous system down, take you out of stress mode. Because after you've had a baby, the body's been through a lot. So the body really needs to rest and recover. So the diaphragmatic breathing will really help you to really help to maximize your rest and your recovery. So you can start with diaphragmatic breathing. Just add in any of those other exercises at any given time, like point and flex the feet, get those fluid moving, roll out the ankles, roll out the wrist, open up like a T, squeeze the glutes. Just see where you can fit them in, but the goal is to prioritize your rest while incorporating gentle movement. So this video is the first video in this 555 postpartum series. So in the next video, I am going to focus on what you can do, gentle movements that you can do while you are on the bed, because the first phase is in the bed and the next 5 days is on the bed. So that's what you should look out for in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.